Hey guys, welcome to Tuesday Talks with the Green Bay Doulas. I'm Emily Jacobson. So today I wanted to talk about Pitocin. I know, hot topic word. But I am somebody who likes people who are doing our childbirth education class or just having a general conversation with us to always come out of the conversation either feeling positive about something or at least neutral. I don't like there to be any bad feelings about anything that's done during the act of giving birth because sometimes there's just a time and place for it. So today I want to talk about Pitocin. So what is the point of Pitocin? Well, Pitocin is a synthetic version of your hormone that you naturally create called oxytocin. And by implementing that into your body can help you have a vaginal birth. Now, there are a couple things that I want to talk about. One, the most important thing is there's a lot of horror stories out there. And I feel for those who have had bad experiences with Pitocin, it really comes down to provider management. And I've said this before. When you start off slow and go easy on it and let it acclimate to your body, you don't really even notice the difference, except that your contractions have become much more consistent. Now, the goal of Pitocin is to get contractions to be 2 to 3 minutes apart. Now, sometimes that makes just like a waft. Like literally, they come in, they hang the bag of Pitocin, and you are not even like hooked up yet. And you're like, whoo, it's just in the room. My body knows what to do. And off you go. Now, other people, it does take some time. And so with inductions, they tend to be a lot longer because the goal is to get contractions to be 2 to 3 minutes apart. And 2 hours ago, you weren't even having any contractions. So that takes time. And it takes about 30 minutes for your body to acclimate to each dose of Pitocin. So if your doctor starts off low and goes slow, you really won't feel the difference other than the fact of you start progressively moving through the phases of labor. Now, if your doctor starts it really high and keeps going aggressively high, you're going to feel like, I can't handle these. I need pain management options. The baby might become distressed. Like I said, the goal is to get them to be 2 to 3 minutes apart consistently. And so sometimes that takes a larger dose of Pitocin, so it takes a lot more time to get to that point. And other times it doesn't take as much and just takes a little bit to like kind of jumpstart your body. Now, if you're contracting on your own, but you're not making enough to have like actual cervical change, Pitocin is a great benefit to you because it kind of, I think of it as you're running in a race and you've got the pace people, right? And so here come the pacers, the 10-minute pacers, and they're like, hey, we want to move you up to the next person. They're running the 8-minute pace. So they're going to help work with you to get up to that 8 person. Then that 8 person's going to be like, hey, no, we want you to meet the 5-minute pacer. And so like, let's help you get there. And then you get there. And then they meet you to the next person. So Pitocin's there to aid in what your body's already doing. Or if you are starting from ground zero, telling your body, hey, it's time to start releasing that oxytocin. Let's get a contraction pattern in place so that we can have a baby. Because you can be contracting all day long, but if the contractions are not strong enough to produce cervical change, you're going to be just hanging out in the same area. So it's really nice just to talk about Pitocin and that, you know, a lot of people, like I said, do have negative experiences with them, but it has come a long way. And it really is up to you to advocate for yourself to let the provider know, I don't feel comfortable starting Pitocin at this level. I would prefer we start it low and go slow. Some people are like, get me my baby, let's go. And so maybe they are a little more aggressive, maybe upping it every 15 minutes per se. Once you have an epidural, you aren't really feeling it anymore anyway, if that's the route you choose to go. And so then they can be more aggressive with it per se because you aren't really feeling the actual effects of it, but your uterus is still doing the work with the Pitocin. So I like to call it my wingman in labor. If your goal is to have a vaginal birth and you're stuck in this land of, I have contractions, but they're just not strong enough to produce change in my cervix to allow dilation, Pitocin is not that bad and can actually really be a huge benefit to you. So that's my 2 cents on Pitocin. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!